Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Lisa and this is Cross by Floss, where I talk about cross stitching and babble about some other stuff like life and all of that. So it is Sunday, April 26th, 27th, something like that. I think it's the 26th. I'm not sure. Anyways, I have kind of a full slate of things. I want to talk about some stuff. There is going to be a giveaway. There's going to be a winner. There's going to be a haul, starts, no finishes. And yeah, so let's get into it. So on my last video 2 weeks ago, I had talked about my daughter and how she, I was organizing some of my stitching supplies and how she kind of questioned how much I had specifically on my bed. She wasn't talking about some of the other stuff that I'd already organized. She only looked at the stuff on the bed. And when she got to $2,000 on, what was on my bed for cross-stitching supplies and how horrified she was, and your comments made me laugh, like seriously laugh. And honestly, I didn't have the heart to tell her like 1 month. I mean, it was a very happy haul stitchy month. Where I purchased an awful lot of things, and this was before Mania. So, and then Mania hit and I had 2 big hauls for Mania. So, I mean, those 2 months would account for the stuff that was on my bed. Anyway, but I have to tell you, so my daughter is a plant girl and she loves plants, and I don't know where well, my dad was a green thumb. And my daughter is trying to be a green thumb. So far, I would say that she's probably killed about 30% of the plants that she's brought into the house. So, I mean, a much better record than me. I mean, the joke in my family is it's a good thing that people aren't plants because I would kill them too. So, true story. I try. So anyways, she loves plants. And so for Christmas, I bought her a plant of the month, club. And so a plant comes every month. It's just a small, like 4-inch plant, comes every month, that she gets. And so that's fun. But then she also goes to the nurseries, and, Trader Joe's has some fantastic plants. And so she goes there as well. So do I, and I buy her things. And, she between her plants and her pots, oh my gosh, the pots, though we get those at like TJ Maxx and Home Goods and stuff where you can get beautiful pots for like $6. And so, compared to like 20 at other places. And so, she's getting on up there in her hobby too. And hey, my joke is, patterns don't die. They might retire, but they don't die. So there's that. Anyways, your comments made me laugh, and thank you. I enjoy reading your comments. And for comments, I do try and either respond to every comment, or at the very least, love your comment. If I don't respond and, you have asked me a question, maybe ping me again. I try to get through all of this stuff, and sometimes I fall down on the job. I just do. Okay, it has been a very big stitchy week, 2 weeks. I have done a start every day for Halloween. My April, what am I calling it? All Hallow April Sal. Man, it'll be tagged down below. Brain words. It's Sunday morning, people. So anyways, the deal was I was doing a start a day, and a really, really sweet lady on Instagram called Wanda's Stitching Kitchen. I think that's it. Again, I'll link her below as well. She has joined me, and so she has got almost as many whips. There's been a couple of days she's missed for, you know, various reasons. Nice weather being one of them. Hello, yes. And, you know, family and that kind of thing. But she is doing the same, and it is really fun seeing her patterns because I don't think that we have very many that we're doing that are similar or the same. We might have some that are coming out of the Just Cross Stitch Halloween books, magazines, but I don't think that we're doing the same patterns. So it's really fun to see, you know, somebody else's patterns and what they've got for Halloween as well, because if you followed me for any length of time, you know that I love me some Halloween. Halloween is my season, and I have a lot of Halloween patterns. So let's get into the ones I've got. All right, so at the beginning of, so 2 weeks ago Sunday, I started this one, and it's Heart in Hand, and it's called Wee Witch. And how cute is she? She's a witch with glasses. Yeah. And because I only stitch, you know, a few hours, if I get a few hours a night, on the weekends I get to stitch more, but you aren't going to see a whole lot done on any of the patterns, and I did not iron. Sorry. But this is how much I've gotten done. I actually got, you know, I got the border done, and I started Treat, and I think, what does it say? Treat or trick, take your pick is the wording on the pattern. And so I got the word treat done. So this is done on, I'm going to look at my notes. It's done on a 16 count Aida that I coffee tea dyed myself. Back when I was watching Priscilla and Chelsea, I mean, not when I always watch them, but I had watched them one day and watched their coffee tea dye tutorial, and so I did it based off of that, and I had some serious fails. That's okay. All right, my next pattern is this Jardin Prive pattern called Halloween Patchwork, or Patchwork Halloween. And this is lovely, and I could not wait to start this. And so this is also done on 16 count Aida, coffee tea dyed. Let's see, that's the back. So I don't know where I started. Yeah, this is how much I've gotten done so far on this one. I'm a little worried because my coffee tea dye, I should have maybe done it on the other side, which didn't, no, I think it's going to be okay. It just looks really aged. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, that was 2. The third one I started came out of this 2019 Just Cross Stitch book. I have quite a few that came out of here. And this one is called, let me find it here, sorry. Come on now. It is, Home, oh my goodness, Home Sweet Haunted Home. And this designer is Cassandra Cavalca, Conforti of Fairy Wool in the Wood. And so I'm doing this pattern here, and this is what I've gotten done. Very cute, and it should be a really nice, fast, easy stitch. Again, sorry, it did not iron anything. There's a reason why. I'll tell you later in the video. This is on a piece of 16 count Aida that I dyed myself with Rit dye. So this is a piece that I did like 2 years ago. When I got back into cross stitching in 2017, I was watching Flosstube, and people were ice dyeing is that what they call it? Ice dyeing fabric, where they would put ice and then sprinkle RIT dye over top of it and then let the ice melt, and then your fabric, you know, gets all these beautiful colors. And I'm like, I'm not brave enough to do that. Plus it was cold when I was doing it and rainy, and I needed to do it outside. And so I was like, well, let me get some plastic bins and try liquid RIT dye. And I did like 3 pieces of fabric in different colors as an experiment, and I hated them. I legit hated them, and I was going to throw them away. And something told me not to. And so when I started this April Sal, All Hallows April Sal, see, oh, I got it. I think I got it. I pulled out these pieces and went, oh, that looks not bad. So it doesn't look horrible, right? Yeah, actually it almost looks like the fabric in the pattern. So I'm pleased with it. I like it, and I think the colors look just fine on it. I mean, the colors are what? White, brown, and black. So not bad. Okay. The next one I did was Midnight Seance. And it also came out of this magazine. Oh goodness, okay, let me cover the pattern. So it's this one here, Midnight Seance. Cute, right? And this is from Pickle Barrel Designs, Nancy Greenberg. She has some super cute patterns on her website, Etsy shop, website. I don't remember, but anyways, she's got really cute patterns there. So this is another piece that I dyed myself. Ooh, I have a string in there still. And I only got the word midnight done. But it has, I think I dyed this with like a yellow and a brown and a gray maybe. I don't know. I am not artistic in any way, shape, or form. I am a great copier. My mom and my brother are really good with colors. And so I was just like throwing stuff together, and it came out and I'm like, it's fugly. What am I doing? And, I mean, I think it works for the Halloween patterns. So I'm going with it, and I don't hate it. Like, I don't hate it. I think that that's a pretty true color right there. So I think it'll look cute on, again, the colors are like, what, black, white, brown, and a little bit of yellow, and some gray. So I think it'll work. Yeah, actually, these are the colors right here. See, I don't think that they're horrible at all. So that works. Okay, what is the next one I did? Primitive hair. Okay, this is, let me turn them over. Then we got to Friday, and it was Freebie Stitches 2020, which is a Instagram hashtag that I started at the beginning of the year to promote free patterns that designers put out, whether from their website, in a newsletter, on their blog, and then you know that there's a movement called hashtag Be Well and Stitch on Instagram as well. That was created when we all became stay-at-home people, and the designers just rallied around this and created patterns for Be Well and Stitch. And so I will link those 2 hashtags down below as well. But I started doing free patterns just kind of randomly, and then I just, there's so many, and I start a lot of different things because I want to start all the things. And so I decided every Friday that I would post a pattern that was free. And it's either a new designer to me or a new pattern to me that I haven't seen before. And hopefully it inspires you to either stitch on that pattern as well, or go to that designer's website or Etsy store, or find their patterns in your LNS, because they are awesome designers. Like, I can't say enough. I mean, we wouldn't have the craft that we did if they didn't design, right? So that they put out freebies is a nice little bonus. Wow. Okay. Primitive Hair. The Primitive Hair. She did this Witch's Kitchen, and this is the pattern here. And I don't remember what year this was on her website, but it's on her website. It's on her blogspot. It's theprimitivehair.blogspot.com. And I just thought that this was really cute. And the saying says, kitchen is the witch's lab. And I just thought that that was adorable. So I started this one. It only has 2 colors, black and Gentle Arts Autumn Leaves. So pretty nice. And this is what I got done so far on this one. I started the outline of the border, and then I wanted to see a different color, so I went to the black and I put in some, this here is going to be a star. It is not a witch's hat, it is a star, and then just a swirl. So cute. This is done on 16 count Fiddlers cloth Aida light oatmeal. I purchased a bunch of tubes of this at Joann's or Michael's when they were like clearing them out. I should have bought them all, because I think I have pretty much used all of them, and I like it. It's a really nice neutral fabric for a lot of these patterns. Okay, the next one I did, I was real excited about this one, and unfortunately I can't show you the pattern because it came out of this book from Teresa Kogut, her Celebrate book. There are 15, is there 15 patterns? Yeah, 15 cross stitch patterns in here, and these are the only 2 pictures of patterns that are in the book. And but I chose, there is one, I think there's only one Halloween pattern in here, and it's called Bad Kitty. It is, here, let me try and explain it. It's really cute. It's got a house with a cat, and I think the cat is going to be black. Okay, Caper. It's going to be Caper. What is Caper in Weeks Dye Works? That's the color of the cat. And then there's a witch with her broom, and there's a pumpkin behind her, and there's pumpkins lined up to the thing, and there's spooky trees, and there's stars, and it is super cute. And the face on the witch is hilarious. And the cat is walking up the path to the house. Super cute. Can't wait to get it started again. But this is what I have done. So I did the whole border. And then here's one of the spooky trees, and I believe, yes, this is the start of the house. And oh my gosh, it is so cute. The colors, these are some of the colors. I had to order others, and so I didn't have them all, but here are a few of the colors. And yeah, so is Weeks Dye Works Caper in here? No, that's Carrot. Yeah. So anyways, that's what I've done on that. What am I doing this one on? 14 count ivory Aida is what I'm doing this one on. So I hope, well, mania plans are happening. Again, I'll talk about those later. But I hope to, in June, get back to some of these patterns and actually work on them, so you see some progress. All right, what is the next one I did? Okay, it came out of this Blackbird Designs 'Tis Halloween stocking patterns. There's 13 stockings in here. Yeah, 13 stockings and patterns. in this book. Well worth it. They're adorbs. And this is the pattern I am doing. I love candy corn. Love me some candy corn. And you know, there's like, there used to be the original candy corn, right? Which is this. And then they came out with like a chocolate bottom candy corn, and then the orange and the white. And then there's like a harvest candy corn that's kind of like a chocolate and then a red and kind of a white. I don't know. I'm weird also, and when I eat my candy corn, I eat each section because I'm convinced they taste different. They don't. But I think they do. Does anybody else do that? Please tell me I'm not weird. Okay, and this is what I've gotten done. I chose to do it on black Aida. This is a 14 count black Aida just because I love the colors and I thought that they would pop more. Plus, you know, Halloween black. And I just thought that it would look unusual and different, and that's why I chose it. So, and that's what I've gotten done on that one. Okay, the next one I did was, again, another pattern out of this magazine. I actually did 4 patterns out of this magazine over the last 2 weeks. So, and this is the one I did, Trick or Treat Couple, Frankenstein and his bride. I love them. I think that they're adorable. And cute story, back in the day when, you know, my brother and I would go and trick or treat, we dressed up as Frankenstein and his bride for several years. And so when I saw this couple, I just thought that it was super cute, and it evoked some fun memories of going around our neighborhood. And then I remember one year, it was the last year I was Frankenstein's bride. One of our neighbors looked at us and went, "Again, Frankenstein's bride again?" Yeah, that was the last year I went trick-or-treating. But let's see. This also is done on a dyed piece of 16 count Aida I did myself. And I only got Frank and his face done, sort of his face and his hair. And I think I did this with some gray and brown, I believe. I don't know, it was 2 years ago. And again, I hated this. I thought it was fugly, and I was 100% gonna throw it out. And I was like, no, maybe it'll be like a good practice piece for something or whatever. It works perfect for this piece. It's cute. Who's the designer of this one? Sorry, forgot. Lacy Flowers is the designer of Trick or Treat Couple. Cute, cute, cute. Then we go into Blackbird Designs. Okay. I love me some Blackbird Designs. And I'm going to be buying all the Blackbird because it's a law. Brenda and Laura of Brenda and the Cereal Starter said so. And I have definitely noticed back in '99 when they started, which is when my last baby was born, their patterns showed up and they were gorgeous. And I wasn't cross-stitching at the time, and so I didn't buy the patterns. Well, then when I did want to start buying the patterns, a lot of the patterns I wanted were retired. They were gone. They were gone. And so I have now found out that it's a law, and you just buy the patterns. So I am. This is one of them. Midnight Watch. I love this. I love this so very much. And I did not get a big start. Not a bad start. So that's what I got done on that one. And really the reason why is because I only have 2 of the called for colors, and I am doing a mix of DMC and Fancy Floss. And I am waiting, or have waited. It came, and you'll see it in haul. But that's one of the reasons why I didn't get as much done, because this might have been on a Sunday. No, maybe Monday. I don't know. I don't know what day I did this, but I am doing them in order, and I posted them also on Instagram every day when I was doing them. Oh, I hope I got all the colors right. Anyways, but yes, so that's, what am I doing it on? 16 count Aida coffee tea dyed. Okay, and I have to tell you guys, so 2 years ago, 2017, almost 3 years ago, right? Because we're in 2020 now. So 2017, I bought a bolt of 16 count Aida from some store on Amazon. You can't get it anymore, unfortunately. But so I have like 10 yards of 16 count ivory Aida, and that's what I experiment with my dyes and coffee tea dye, and only for myself. Believe me, I'm not quitting my day job. I barely can do my day job. I'm definitely not going to be starting anything else, because wow, the people who dye fabric, kudos to you, because dang, I tell you what, it is not easy, you guys. It is not easy. And I hate to waste things because I'm a bit of a perfectionist, and so yeah, it's a problem. Okay, the next one I did is another Blackbird Designs, and it came out of this sister's book at Cock's First Crow, and this is an adaptation of, it says Barb incorporated most of the design elements used in the H. Shields sampler, but replaced the alphabet with this ghostly reminder. And it says, at first cock's crow, the ghosts must go back to their quiet graves below. And it's just so cute. So it's an adaptation of a sampler in this book by H. Shields. And then I think her sister is A. Shields, something like that. Anyways, it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sampler. And what did I get done on this one? Not much, because I had to frog a bunch out of this one. I was watching Royal TV, and I got interested in some 1586 monarch something, and I wasn't paying attention, and so I had finished this whole top row, and I look at it, and I am missing a stinking space. So the pattern repeats. It's like three, it's like a cross, and then a space, and then one cross, and then a space, and then this little medallion cross, whatever it is, and it just repeats the whole entire way across, right? Well, I look, and right in the middle, like super noticeable, can't fudge it at all. I'd missed the small X, and so I had two medallions close together. For the love of Pete! So I had to frog it out and start again. So I did not get much done on this one, but this is on a piece of 16 count Aida coffee tea dyed myself. I need to put my iPad back on so I have my notes. Sorry, guys. Okay, so that's what I did on that one. 16 count, yeah, coffee tea dyed. Okay, goodness sakes. Put this one away. Where's my flosses? And I am doing that one also in a mix of Fancy Floss and DMC, where I feel the Fancy Floss is going to give it that bit of texture, you know, additional oomph to the pattern that it needs. That's what I did. Okay, the next one is from the Witchy Stitcher. Now, she is online. She had an Etsy shop. I'm not sure if she has an Etsy shop anymore. She definitely has a website, and it's thewitchystitcher.com. Yep, thewitchystitcher.com. I have bought several patterns from her. I love her stuff. I love her stuff. So this is the pattern that I'm doing. This is called Vintage Pumpkin Witch. Is that not adorable? It's adorable. And she uses a mixture of the Etoile threads, which is nice. So she incorporates those into the patterns quite a bit. So this one actually has 2 of the étoile colors, black, and then kind of an orangey color. So it's fun. It's fun working with her patterns. Now this one, did not get much on this one done either. So I started up in the top, and this is this part right here. So I got a little bit of this done and the top border of this one. It's done on a 16 count Fiddlers Aida, a light oatmeal. Is that one. Okay, then Lizzie Kate came out to play. I was having a horrible week. I just had a really horrible week. It's been, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's, you know, the stay at home. We were having beautiful weather, and then it turned gloomy and rainy, and it was just gross. And I've just been feeling a little overwhelmed with everything going on in life, personal life, not stay at home life. And I was just having a real crap week, to be honest. And so stitching was a real godsend. Not only that, but also I have done a couple of Zoom stitching meetups, which has been fun. One I had to bow out real early, unfortunately. I got in late, and then I had to leave early because life, you know, happens. Anywho, Lizzie Kate came out to play. This one's called If the Broom Fits, and I felt that. I felt that. That was a day. I felt that. And this, typically I start in the upper left corner of my patterns. But this one, the way that this one is, and I just couldn't do the counting. I couldn't. And again, like I said, it was just a bad day. So I decided to go from the bottom up, which I don't do. I used to be a middle starter, and then I typically start in the upper left just because I normally can count along. But the upper left of this, where the pattern started, it was just too much to count. No, I wasn't going to do it. So I started in the bottom. So that is how much I've gotten done so far. So basically the bottom of the witch hat and starting the checkerboard portion of the hat. So that one came out to play finally, and this is 14 count black Aida, called for colors. Okay, what am I doing next? Ooh, and then we got to Freebie Friday, or Freebie Stitches again, which was Friday. And I found this pattern. I found this pattern a while ago and downloaded it. It is Pumpkin Hollow Sampler, and it's by Liberty House Primitives. I found this on her website, and it is from, I think I wrote it down, 2014. No, sorry, September 14th, 2010. And so, but she's got a bunch of freebies on her website, so go check those out. The colors are scrumptious. I love, love, love the colors. These are, I mean, they're fall colors, right? Yes, fall, Halloween-y kind of colors, and I love them. So this is what I've gotten done so far. That border is lovely and dainty, and I love it. And so Pumpkin Hollow Sampler, Pumpkin Hollow Sampler, 16 count Fiddlers Aida oatmeal, light oatmeal. See, seriously, I've almost used all of that Aida. I think I bought like 4 tubes of it or something. So yeah. And then the last one, came out of this magazine. Let's see, where is it? Right here. And this one I started last night. And it is called Beautiful Halloween, and the designer is Karen Kluba, who I love, love, love her patterns. And that's super pretty. And so I was only able to pull 2 of the flosses last night when I started it. And when I posted last night, I had posted this and it wasn't filled in, but I couldn't sleep last night, so I just decided to fill it in, and it looks pretty, and now it's gonna go away for a little while. But how cute is this, right? And yeah, super cute. And this is done on a 14 count white Aida, just a piece of random white Aida that I had. Now I stitch in hand, and I like stitching in hand on smaller pieces. Like this is about, I can go a little bit bigger stitching in hand, but I like doing it on the stiffer fabric because as the warmth of your hand and you're working with the material, it softens up. So this is nice and soft over here. This is real stiff over here. We're gonna leave that alone. Okay, wow. All right, so those were all of the starts that I had. So how about we go into haul? I have a bunch of haul. Yes, I do. This beautiful piece of fabric came. Yeah, no, there's nothing in there. And it's called Martini. How gorgeous is this? And it was just sent by Bee Stitch Me. Now, I love me some Bee Stitch Me fabrics, and I actually had IM'd her and have some beautiful neutrals coming from her soon. Her fabrics are scrumptious. I have not started any of them yet because I just lovingly touch them all because they're pretty. Yep. So thank you, Brandy. I'm not sure. I think it just showed up, and like it was beautiful, and it made me happy. And I was like, did I pay for this? I'm not sure I paid for this. What happened? And I love it. I love getting little surprises, whether I paid for them or not. I'm not sure. I forget what I do sometimes. And so, Brandy, thank you. Like seriously, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. You are a real sweetie. Okay, the next haul I got was I did a 1, 2, 3 stitch. So like I said, I had kind of a crap week last week, but I also had week the week before. And so on Friday, I did a little online shopping therapy, and I did a 1, 2, 3 stitch order. I did a Jen stitching niche order. I did an Etsy order, and I did a Fat Quarter Shop order. Well, they all showed up this week. So that was lovely. So I sat down at the computer and I pulled some of the patterns that I wanted to work on, and I just plugged in all of the flosses that I needed. There was a bunch of DMC that I was missing. Like, how is it that you have 8 billion skeins of DMC, but the one you need, you don't have? I don't understand. I don't understand, because I regularly go to Joann's when they have their additional 40% off, and I buy all the flosses. How are you missing one skein? Anyways, I was clearly missing more than one skein. And so that, and then a couple of the fancy floss from Gentle Arts. Oh, and there's a couple of Classic Colorworks in there as well. So I bought those, but floss can't come by itself. It needs fabric to go with it. So I bought me some fabrics. Now, I thought I bought 16 count. Okay, I have been following Job Girl Stitches since she started. And she has always talked about working on vintage country mocha Aida. And I have never bought any, but all of her stuff looks beautiful. And I'm like, oh, that's really pretty. But, you know, I do have a bunch of fabric, so why buy more? Because you get into a pandemic like this and you need the fabric. So I'm just doing my part. So anyways, when I was on 123 Stitch, I, you know, had a look at the fabrics, and they had pieces of vintage country mocha, and I was like, buy the stuff. So I thought I bought it also in 16 count, but apparently I only bought it in 18 count. And I bought it in a variety of sizes because why not? But then I saw this piece and I was like, I'm intrigued by the color. It is called Country French Golden Needle. I'm not sure how I feel about it. Let's see. Is this even a true representation of the color? Kind of. Yeah, I guess so. It is more of a dirty mocha, maybe dirty brown. I don't know. Anyways, so I picked a piece of that. It is super soft though, so if it's a Zweigart base, maybe, I don't know, but it's lovely, and I'm going to work on it. So there was that. So that was 123 Stitch, and it came like in a week. Yeah, because I got that one on Friday. I got the notification in my email, and I was just randomly going through my email, and I was like, oop, and I stopped what I was doing. I'm telling you, I've never found my keys so fast to go get to my mailbox. Did a little happy dance. I went in my jammies and house coat, okay? My neighbors already think I'm crazy. I just keep it alive for them. Keeping it alive. Okay, the next haul came from Jen's Stitching Niche. Jen's, I mean, she ships super fast. Like, I think I ordered Friday, I had it Tuesday. Crazy. So I also ordered a couple of flosses from her. She has on her site, and I think that this is exclusive to her, she has some Gentle Arts limited edition threads called Hey Chickie. It's gold, red, brown, and gray brown. They're super pretty. So this was exclusive on her website, and so I had to buy those. And then I purchased a couple of more Gentle Arts threads. She didn't have them all, unfortunately, but that's okay, because I may have gotten it somewhere else. Because I did some stash. No, I did some haul. Okay, and then I bought a couple of patterns because I had to buy this one because Blackbird Designs, again, by all the Blackbird, they re-released this book, and Sweet Land of Liberty. There's 5 patriotic cross-stitch patterns in there. I specifically like this one. I love that. And then this one up here too. I think that this might be a few-year project. Everybody seems to be doing this one really fast though, so maybe, I don't know. So I had to buy this one, and of course patterns can't come by themselves, so I bought another Blackbird design, and this one is Halloween Eve. I mean, look at that crow. Look at that crow. Yep, love it, love it, love it. So this is a really lovely pattern and may make an appearance in the last, how many more days of my Halloween sale do I have? 4, 5 maybe? But these ones also might make an appearance. So Waxing Moon Designs, and these were on clearance or sale. Old Witch Mary. How cute is this? And this is the saying on this, I love this. Old Witch Mary, quite contrary, how does your garden grow? With moss and slime and poisonous vine and toadstools all in a row. Yes, please. I love it. And it's one color. And I have a piece of dyed Aida that I think is gonna make an appearance. And then this one also from Waxing Moon Designs called Witch's Brew Pub. And this one also was on sale / clearance, I'm not sure, but they had to come home to me, and they might make an appearance. Now this one down here, Drink Up Witches, it's got these 2 buttons here. Last year at Halloween, I purchased some buttons from, I don't remember, but from my LNS, and they are witch hats, and I think they're going to look fantastic on this. So that's another one I got. And then I had to laugh, you guys. I had to chuckle. So I did an order from Fat Quarter Shop, and it came in this really long box. And I'm like, ooh, did I buy more than I thought? Like, what did I do? And I open it up, and there's a note in there that says, you know, please excuse our shipping. We're not up to our regular standards, but we want to ship your stuff out, blah, blah, blah. Right? And I'm like, I don't care how you ship it. I'm thrilled it came. So, you know, but I was laughing because I looked at the size of the box and I was like, dang, what did I buy? Like, clearly I can't remember what I buy. But I bought 2 pieces of even weave Monaco 28 count in antique white, because that's all that was left. And at the time I ordered anyways. And at some point I'm gonna suck it up and try and seriously work on a piece of this even weave, and because I think that my Blackbird Designs will look fantastic on there, and they're such big pieces. So, and then also I had to get a piece of Aida chalkboard black. And then there was a pattern by With Thy Needle and Thread, Brenda Gervais, called Hilda's Alphabet Brew. I had never seen this one, and so this had to come home because, again, all things Halloween. And then I know that I think I talked about this before, but Classic Colorworks, no, I'm sorry, Little House Needleworks and Country Cottage Needleworks, mother and daughter, they released a pattern, and for LNSs, I don't remember the exact, it's $5, and it's to help sales for the LNSs, because, you know, people are struggling right now because you can't go to your LNS and walk around and touch and feel the fabrics and buy all the flosses. A lot of them are doing curbside pickup, drive-by, throw your package in your car. But, you know, small businesses are struggling because they are not able to be open to foot traffic, and that's a good amount of their business. So the 2 designers decided to release a pattern for this time, and make the pattern a reasonable cost for you at your LNS. So hopefully you'll buy the floss and the fabric needed for the pattern, and it won't cost you a whole lot, hopefully. And so same pattern, but done in 2 different colorways. And on here, it tells you Diane and Nikki's different conversion for the pattern. So that came home with me too. Now, yesterday, I went to my LNS, and I had called Denise. My LNS is Threadneedle Street in Issaquah, and I've been going to her for a long time. And like Mitchell is 20, so at the least 15 years, probably 17. And I love her shop. Every time I walk in there, it's a very small shop. It is, you know, there's no stitching place. There's no stitching meetups at her store. It's just a storefront with a lot of things in it. And she carries not only cross stitch, but she also does needlepoint. Yeah, I think it's called needlepoint. And she's got quite a large selection of needlepoint. But what she does have is a huge selection of flosses. Beautiful flosses. And so every time I walk in that shop, I just feel like I am it's so cozy to me. I love the shop. I do. I walk in there and I'm like, the smell of cross stitch. Anyways, I support her a lot. And we have a great relationship. And so on Friday, I called her up and I was like, hey, Denise, so what are the chances of if I make an order, I would be able to pick it up? And she's like, I can do that, you know. And I'm like, okay, I'll be in Issaquah tomorrow at about this time. Will that work for you? And she's like, or do you want me to come, you know, the following week? What would work for your schedule? And she's like, no, you come tomorrow. Okay. So I made a very large order of flosses that I needed for my mania starts. So I got a bunch of Weeks Dye Works. Look at all those gorgeousnesses of colors. And then some Classic Color Works. And then some Gentle Arts. And so I called her up and I was like, hey, you know, I have all these flosses. And she goes, oh, well, I have put away the new flosses from Classic Color Works that were released at market because she didn't, yeah, it's okay, it's free pattern. She didn't have them. And when I went in to buy some market stuff. And so she had gotten them and she put them away for me. And she's like, I have those put away for you. And I'm like, excellent. I will buy those. And when you got the 3 flosses, you also received the free pattern in the 3 colors that they released, which was awesome. So she gave me that. So I called her and I'm like, hey, I'm on Gilman and I'm just about to get onto Front Street. And she's like, I will meet you. You know, I'll go to the door. And I pull up and she comes out and she hands me this beautiful little bag full of stuff and a donut, you guys. A donut. A double chocolate donut. And people who know me know I love me some chocolate. I'm chocoholic. And so it was so sweet. So sweet. I like her. I really like her and we have a great relationship. So I get home and I open my bag and I'm oogling my flosses and I'm touching my fancy flosses and I'm looking at all the colors, and of all the colors that I gave her, she was missing 2. Fantastic. So, and I'm looking at the free pattern and I'm like, oh, I'm so excited. And then I notice she included this pattern too. So you guys, I have 2 of them. She gave this to me for free. I mean, why wouldn't I love Denise? I do. I really like her. And if you are in the Washington area and you are looking for a local needlework shop, I highly recommend Threadneedle Street. The website's not awesome. It is what it is. But you go in there and you get Denise chatting. She is very knowledgeable. She will help you convert things. If she doesn't have a pattern, because she carries, you know, certain patterns, if she doesn't have one, she will order it for you. I love her. I love her. So she gave me this. So now I have 2 of them. So one of my lucky viewers will receive this pattern, especially seeing as you've, you know, had to like deal with me for this whole entire time and I'm not even done. Oh my goodness. Okay. Speed it up, Lisa. Then my Cotton and Twine subscription box came, and I am always so excited when I see this in my mailbox. I am. So let's open this up real quick. It comes like this, then you open it up and it's always in some beautiful tissue. The presentation's gorgeous. And then, you know, you open it up, and then you get a box of goodies. So let me show you the box of goodies. You receive a pattern. This is March's pattern, and it is called Spring Chicken. And then it comes with this bag, and inside the bag is the floss, the fabric, and the ribbon to embellish your pattern. It came with this awesome oval hoop, and then when they have hoops and things that you add to the hoop, whether you wrap the hoop with ribbon or fabric or something, they also include this double-sided red tape. I used to stamp back in the day, and this red tape is so awesome. It sticks to everything. If you make a mistake on paper, you're not getting it up, but fabric you can. And then she always includes, like, there's these beautiful little bunny cookies, cute. And then a tea from the UK. And then there's always a little goodie. Sometimes it's a bag, sometimes it's a accessory. And so this one is a felted hen. So you make your own felted hen. How cute is this? So that was the cotton and twine subscription box. I love seeing that come. Then I was cruising Etsy. I've purchased from this seller before, and it's called Boutique Charms on Etsy. I will link that. And she makes charms for your scissors, scissor fobs, or for your project bag, your zipper pulls, whatever. And I noticed that she had some grab bags, and I love me a grab bag. So I purchased 5 grab bags, and 3 that were holiday and 2 that were generic-ish. And so I'm not going to show you them all because, you know, we'll be here all day. But there were 4 to 5 little doodads in the bag, grab bag. And they all come in this lovely little organza bag. And the presentation's beautiful. But, so as an example, is this one? Yeah, this one's, let's see here. Yeah, so this came in one bag. So received this little guy here, this one here, that one there, and then Santa jingle, super cute. And then in another one, there was this, this guy here, this one here, this one, and then this one. But for zipper pulls on my project bags, super cute. And then there was a couple, I think, like I said, I bought 3 seasonal ones. They all came Christmas. And then there were, and then just a generic. There were quite a few duplicates, and so there might be some giveaways of those in the future as well. So that came. Oh, and did I say who the Etsy seller was? It's Boutique Charms. I think I did say that, but that's her card. And I will link that down below. Okay, so that's that. And then I went on Amazon and I bought some more project bags, because while I have a lot of project bags that I buy from various sellers, one that I absolutely adore is Goose Designs. Goose Design, I think it is, not S. It'll be linked below. I love Denise and her bags. And I actually just did an order not too long ago. And then I'm also in the bag of the month for So Much to Love and Garon Toten bags. And am I in another one? I don't know. So I do have, you know, fabric bags that come, but I clearly have a lot of whips, and I like to kit up my stuff in a project bag. And so I found these on Etsy. This is the second time, not Etsy, Amazon. This is the second time I bought the same bags. I like these because I don't have one out here, but and I can't open it. Just a second. I can't open it. Anyways, it's got a mesh front with a zipper, and then there's a zipper on the top for you to put. So I put my pattern here, and I put my fabric and my floss inside, and so I can see at a glance what the pattern is. If my pattern is too big to fit in here, because some of them are, I will put a tag on my zipper pull for what the project is inside, so I don't have to always like go, oh, what's in here. Now my black and my orange one, there's 10 bags in here. They're all different colors. My black and orange, oh, did I just lie? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there's 10 bags. The black and orange ones are Halloween. So I know automatically that those are Halloween. And then remember how I said I don't have an ironing board. I barely iron to begin with. But so I was looking on Amazon for, I don't want an ironing board because I don't really iron clothes, and I'm only going to be ironing my fabrics. And so I was looking for something that I would be able to tote around with me, and I have 2 very large tables, one in my craft room, it's the laundry room, and one at my kitchen one. And then I have a very large island. When it's clean, it's like 7 feet long and 4 feet wide, or 4 feet wide. And so it's a big island. And so I found this, and what is it? It is a wool ironing mat and a carrying case. So I bought it in the biggest size I could, 17 by 24. And hopefully this will work better than a towel on my table. And so I bought that. And then, okay, let's get to giveaways, all right? Yeah. Let's get to giveaways. For my 500 subscriber giveaway, I was giving away this because I love a project bag, and I think that everybody should have a project bag. And so I chose a Christmas theme because, you know, maybe you want to do Jolly July, maybe you want to, you know, kit up a Christmas thing. So for my 500 subscriber giveaway, this was the bag. And, you know, in my last video, I forgot to say what, you know, you needed to say, but you guys are all so, you know, you're floss tubers, you know what to do. And so nobody said giveaway, everybody said bag, and you guys are awesome. So sorry about that, scattered brain, it happens. So I chose a winner, let me see, Sister Stitchers. Oh, and she said, happy birthday, your projects look great. I'm always excited to organize my cross stitch stuff. Sometimes it feels like I just went shopping. Yes, because sometimes I look at it and go, oh, I don't remember when I bought that. And I love that project bag. So Sister Stitchers, you won this bag, so please get a hold of me. There will be some goodies in there too. So get a hold of me, either email or Instagram, both of which will be linked below. And all other winners have gone out, except Aubrey. I did not have a small enough envelope in my car, and so when I went to the post office and realized that I didn't have an extra envelope, so I will have that mailed out to you tomorrow, promise. Okay, so the last thing, I thought I had another. Okay, well, the last thing is let's do some new giveaways. So one obviously is going to be this lovely chart from Little House Needleworks and Country Cottage Needleworks. I get them wrong every single time. Little House Needleworks, Country Cottage Needleworks, the mother-daughter duo pattern. So if you are interested in this pattern, let's say hope, because the wording on here is where there is life, there is hope. So hope. Okay, and then as I was going through my Halloween patterns, I thought, you know what, let's do a giveaway on them. So this one is the Waxing Moon Designs Pumpkin Jack and Friend. And it is super cute. It's just not my style. So, you know how your tastes change over time? Mine did from the time I bought this to now. So if you are interested in this pattern, let's say pumpkin. And then this Glendon Place, a ghostly gathering. If you are interested in this one, let's say ghost. So the 3 giveaways this video are going to be Hope, mother-daughter duo, Pumpkin for the Waxing Moon Designs, and Ghost for Glendon Place. Okay, and then let's go back. I had a couple other things really quick I wanted to talk about. Oh, a new floss tuber that I just found. His name is Darren. He is Dizzy Stitcher. Yes, Dizzy Stitcher on Flosstube, YouTube. He is originally from the UK and he moved to Australia in 2019. And he has like 9 whips or something. He likes tigers. Yeah, I think it's tigers. Is it tigers? Yeah, I think it's tigers. He's got a couple of Hades, Heaven and Earth designs that he's doing. One is Deer Crossing that the Sassenach Stitcher is also doing. So it's really cool to see, you know, how both of them are doing them. And then he's got another one, I don't remember what it's called. And then he's got a couple of like DMC kits, I think. But what I noticed as he was holding up his patterns is he's got the coolest needle minders. Oh my gosh, his needle minders, his stitching's beautiful, but his needle minders, I was like, ooh, I like that needle minder. And then unlike my videos, his are very short, like 15 minutes. And he packs a lot and shows you everything. I talk way too much, clearly, so not 10 minutes. So there's that. And then, what is it called? The Stitching Book Club on Etsy. Today, was it today? This weekend, it was the sign up or is the sign up for the Secret Garden book club pattern. And I can't wait because the Secret Garden was one of my favorite books growing up. I read that book in junior high. I wore it out. I wore out several copies of that, and they knew at the library, at my local library, that this girl would come on in, and they always had it tucked away for me because I loved that book. And when I got old enough and had money of my own from a job, it was one of the first books that I actually purchased. So I love The Secret Garden. So I'm excited for that Sal to come out. And so if you are wanting some information, I'll link it down below, but you have to go to her Etsy, and I believe she's on Instagram as well, and you can get information on the book club on Instagram. But basically you read the novel or you read the book and you stitch the pattern. She releases certain portions of the pattern, and then there's like a discussion on the books. I have never done one of her patterns. I've never been involved in one of her sales, but she's releasing a few this year that I absolutely love. And so I like the other ones. I just hadn't done them. Let me be clear. And so excited about that. Okay, how about enough blabbering? Yeah, I did the giveaway, all my, ooh, and then, okay, so I'm going to have a mania video. I'm going to have a mania video tomorrow with all of my mania things, a little psycho, I think, in my plans, but I'm excited about it because some patterns that I've had forever are going to be pulled out, so I'm really excited about that. So watch for that tomorrow, and yeah, I think that's it. Thank you so much for hanging in with me. I appreciate every one of you, whether you are a returning viewer or a new subscriber. Thank you so very much. I hope you enjoy my psychoticness and my love of stitching and what I share. And I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you not only for my mania, but in 2 weeks when I have my regular video. All right, have a great one. Bye-bye.